Hi. I'd just like to do this video today because I've had a real piece of clarity, especially after all the terrible things that have gone on today in the world, and it just made me realise how important happiness really is, and why we should be in working to get so much more of it in our lives. The truth about times like these is that we tend to use it as a justification for feeling unhappy and go into that dark place, and taking ourselves down a road that is not very good for us and isn't actually very good for anybody around us. And the truth is that happiness has a power that can help this world in such an important way. And when we listen to our hearts, we know that the truth is love makes such a difference. And happiness and love I would kind of put in the same category, really. Happiness, love, joy, peace, all of these things. But I think when something happens and hatred enters our lives, I think sometimes the first response that we get is to react and respond in exactly the same way, and to kind of show hate back. But the only way that I actually believe that these things can be eradicated from our world is through peace and happiness, and showing love to those that need it, rather than taking the path of hate and putting that out into the world. The world needs more love, and it needs more happiness. It needs us to be and to respond in a much calmer way when these things do happen. And instead of doing what is easy and responding with hatred, I think if we can take that and turn it into love, I find that with so many disasters that occur in life, what people do is they will take a moment that was created with hate, and they tend to put love into that situation, and that is where these things help. That is where firefighters run and help people in a burning building. That is where people gather together and they raise money to help people in other countries who have had floods and things like that. That is where people help, is by taking that hatred and turning it around, and instead giving out love. And this is a time to do that. It is a time to take that hatred, and instead of sending hatred back to the hatred, taking that hatred and using it as a force to do good. And I think that is where life becomes beautiful, is when things happen that don't necessarily feel good at the time, but we can use them as a force to help us do something good. And I really, really believe that if we can do that with everything that happens, if we can all learn to kind of take those moments and turn them into something greater, then eventually these negative things will be eradicated. So I just wanted to kind of say that it's a very important message, and I believe that the message that I try to deliver of happiness has something to do with that exact thing, really, because I believe that emotions create, and if you respond in a calm way, I believe it is much like an argument. An argument can only occur when one person starts shouting and another person responds. Much the same as a war. A war can only occur if one person and then the other person responds. Two people have to be involved for there to be anything really going on there. And I think that if we can use peace, if we can use love, if we can use happiness, if we can still take these moments and use them to make us stronger and to make us more peaceful, if we can use it as a catalyst for peace, then it will make us greater and happier as a people. So I just wanted to send that message out. I hope that this hasn't left you feeling too dark or miserable at the moment. I know that it's a serious situation, and I know that it can induce fear, and that's exactly what it's meant to do. And I think that with all of this that's going on, it is the time to really work on our emotions and try to feel a love and send out love and blessings to people rather than responding to the hate. So that's my message for today, and I hope to speak to you very soon. Thank you.